The power went out in my room, so we had to mess with the breaker.
We had to turn the breaker back on.
Yeah,
Like, his breaker tripped.
Really, Jonah? Really? You were losing that bad, huh?
I'm on buy, bitch. I don't have a game.
Damn, Jonah! Dude, Jonah's about to send his shooters after PJ.
I feel like we got to
His
the
boy
bottom of
Terrence
this,
is about
like,
to roll
Jonah.
up in West Booty.
Okay.
Southeast, east.
Sorry,
east.
sorry, you guys have to wait on me, but I didn't want to eat my dinner and also be eating or also be streaming at the same time, and also be playing Madden
Yes, Gino.
against the Bears. Cause the Bears be scary.
You're gonna fuck him up, I feel like.
No, I'm not. I don't think.
Damn, Jonah, you sent your shooters at him fast. Oh, shit.
Dude, I'm looking at this
Remember that.
picture of the flooding in Houston on it's Interstate 10. There's waves with white caps on a highway.
Yeah.
On interstate.
Oh, dude, yeah. Like, Houston's fucked up, dude.
It's crazy,
like,
but
really
they haven't
fucked
gotten the
up.
worst of it yet. The aftermath of a hurricane, that's hell on earth. Even in our parish, like
Yeah.
we weren't like
Yeah.
worst off.
We were barely.
no
I
water
mean, I
for a
don't want to
month.
say we're barely hit, but like, yeah.
No, I mean, our sewage and stuff was messed up. So I mean,
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
no power for almost 2 months, and we
Well,
had
they're
Red
like
Cross every
completely
day for
flooded, too.
MREs.
Oh yeah,
ice
no,
and all
they're Houston. This is
I
gonna be
ate
a
MREs
massive
for like
rebuild.
4 months.
that. Crazy. I wouldn't wish that shit on anybody. That aftermath is the worst part.
It's like living in a third world country for a couple months.
Yeah.
Some spooky
Dude,
shit.
it's so crazy. Think about that experience, though, honestly. Like, the fact that we've been through that.
I didn't see.
I
The thing
know,
is,
and
I don't remember too much of it. We were among the first areas to get our power back on, and we were gone for 2 weeks, so we actually didn't get it very bad. So
I
I
was
I had
there
to-
for a whole
I-
month.
I
Like,
lived at Exxon for like a month because my mom worked there. Like,
Yeah, that's the closest thing I could think of besides like war to hell on earth.
yeah, war, natural disasters.
which that shit was crazy too because Rita came right after,
Yeah, it's not
Mhm.
like we even
Yeah.
had
and Rita didn't fucking play around, dude.
Did y'all stay for Katrina or did y'all leave?
I went to like around Hammond, so I didn't really
we
leave.
tried to
I
leave.
went to Mobile.
We drove out of the state, but then didn't really have a place to stay, so we drove back after
Oh
landfall.
shit! You guys
was
should have
done.
stayed with me.
Dude, we were on the North Shore and that shit was still scary. Like, they had a tree fall and like blow the generator up, and it was like a giant explosion in the front yard. That shit was so scary.
Mhm.
As a kid,
Yeah,
as like
we left.
as like an 8-year-old kid, oh my god, dude.
I'll
We
never
went to-
forget like coming back that same day with landfall. It was
And just like listening to
same
trees
thing,
fall
bro.
and shit.
We left that like Sunday or whatever, and we stayed in Donaldsonville at my dad's friend's house. And like at 6
Mhm.
in the morning, when it was like just like probably like after like the worst part, like when it started slowing down, like just after it started slowing down, we came back. Cause we had my grandpa with us, right? And he's like he was really old, so he thought they were lying and stuff. You know how old people are.
yeah.
He oh, they're lying. And he couldn't really see well, so my dad's like, "You see the Superdome?" Like, no, that's fake. That's fake. They're lying. There's nothing
Fake
wrong. We can go
news.
back."
News.
So we drove back in the hurricane.
Yeah, dude, we did the same exact stuff. That's crazy.
Mm.
And then like the conditions
then
just got
it
so
was
bad,
flooded
we
over
just
here,
we
though.
drove up to Baton Rouge.
Did y'all have
we
to like
stayed here,
go
bro.
through like a military checkpoint to get in the parish and shit?
We
Mhm.
did.
Yeah,
No, they
they,
had it
they
at,
made us
um,
turn
Yeah.
back. They were saying nobody in, so we just drove found like a back road and drove around because it was
Right.
illegal
That's
to
how
back
early
at
we
that
came
point.
back. We came back so early. We were like the first people back.
Yeah.
We were back like 8 in the morning, and we were at the red light by Domino's. That's where they had the cops. And the cops, or whatever they were, they didn't know what they were talking about. They were like, "All right, we'll drive. Don't take the highway. Drive through back here." And my dad was like, "All right." And then once the guy turned around, we just drove on the highway. So,
Yeah, they
Holy
weren't
shit,
too strict on that.
fucking
Like,
Marshawn
they
Lattimore
told us
is
like
a
nobody
god.
can go in, and they were still letting. I mean, everybody was.
but they
still
thought we
going
could get to our house from the back. They didn't understand.
because they weren't. I don't
No,
think
we-
they were local. Like,
No, I don't think they
I
were
don't
either.
think they were.
They're probably
Mm-mm.
like
It's a National Guard, so
yeah, like
they're
federal.
probably from everywhere.
people.
They riding around in their little Humvees and stuff. like a month after. And that was like a
Yeah.
long time after.
Yeah.
They did that for like a whole year probably after Katrina.
Dude,
I don't
you
think it
saw
was
they
a
had
whole
the
They
year.
levee
stayed over
break
here
today,
because we
like,
were the least hurt.
some city, like,
Or
it was a
affected.
county, like, around Houston, they had a levee break today.
Oh jeez.
It was
Yeah,
south
dude,
of
I just saw a
Houston.
video of that. It was crazy. It stood no chance. It just got pushed aside.
That's what happened behind my house. My neighborhood was flooded for Katrina.
Mm.
That's what
Oh, it
took so
was?
long. Like,
You were still living like in
Yeah.
Bucci?
yep, same place. Like my house is raised up though. My house is like raised up like on a hill. So everybody else's house got flooded, but mine, I was like
Right.
an island.
I remember the
We had to
scariest.
stay in the house I'm in now for like until we can get back to our house.
The scariest part of that experience for us was the fact that since my dad lives in he works at the nuclear power plant, so he had to go back like 2 days after landfall, and we didn't. We stayed in Mobile for another 2 weeks after. So, yeah, this is 2005. This is before we had smartphones and shit. So like, we had no way of really knowing whether he was okay until he
This
called
was
us every
before
night.
we had the internet.
Yeah, I know it sounds like that, but like, legitimately, the only thing we knew about the condition of the city as a whole was the news, and the news isn't checking on Luling, Louisiana, so we didn't know what our house looked like.
Hey, man, BG's on the fucking map.
Yeah, apparently fucking so.
We knew what BG was like.
But like I'm saying, they don't show that shit in Alabama, so like we had no way of knowing until our dad like told us, and even then we still didn't really understand the scope of it, just because I was like 9 years old at the time.
Shut up, you bitch.
Wow, okay. Beau makes an
I
appearance.
just had to do it.
I could just imagine staying in like a secluded place with Michael for like.
Oh
extended
God! Well, me
period
and
of
Michael
time.
were the only thing to entertain each other for like a good 3 days because we didn't have power in Mobile. It was literally
So
me
did
and
y'all
Michael.
wank each other?
No, no, he didn't.
Did y'all play two guys, one sword?
No, he didn't. We
Oh.
played with Neopets and shit, and
Neo
like
Same.
Littlest Pet Shop. I think it was
This
the other
man
thing
Same,
we had.
same
Neo
shit.
pets.
Same shit.
Yeah, I did have Neopets. Neopets was phenomenal.
What am I doing? I haven't thrown a pick this game. Why am I testing it with 16 seconds left? This is the shit that puts my interception numbers at like a high amount.
I don't know what I did, but I just remember we had to sit in the house for 2 weeks straight basically because we couldn't go anywhere.
What are we
It was
talking
flooded.
about?
Katrina.
Dude,
Oh,
the
my ass
Exxon
was on
got
the
fucking
beach for like
Exxon got
like a
fucking
month.
robbed while I was in there, like at gunpoint.
We did that for the next hurricane. I think.
You robbed
You
someone?
robbed
What, went to
Exxon?
the beach?
No, somebody robbed Exxon while I was there.
Yeah, I know. I was making a joke.
After Katrina.
That shit was scary too. I had never I always had heard about looters, but actually seeing them like coming around like off the levee.
Dude, there's
and
like a
stuff.
legit like Houston loot squad or something like that.
Oh yeah.
That was my first time seeing guns at that age too. Like my neighbors and shit were people
Goddamn.
like just sitting around with guns everywhere.
Dude,
Oh,
same,
yeah.
especially
I
like
walked
when
out
Rita
the
Cops
Yeah.
or National Guard, whoever they were, like walking around with assault rifles everywhere.
I remember I
That's
walked
crazy.
outside, my dad had a pistol in his leg.
Baby Jonah was
I just
scared.
went inside. I was like, I don't want to go out there. I'm just gonna lay in the heat. That was not
Oh,
fun.
Oh, dude,
I was like, what?
it
It was
brought,
so
it brought me to
hot.
the
I
main
was
menu
8 or
after the
9.
game. Dude, if it didn't like save this game, it might kill somebody.
Well, you have it broadcasted,
Okay,
so
no,
at
it
the very
saved
least
it.
we know.
You know what was really scary? Once like the water went away, it was just quiet. Like there was nothing going on over here. It was just silent.
really?
Like I could have went and robbed any house I wanted. Like it was scary. Like there was just nobody here.
You know, I love how like you could take every episode of this Madden franchise and like just give it a name. You've got the
That's what I
hurricane
planned.
episode.
That's what I plan on.
You've got the toilet episode. You've got the BJ is black episode.
That's
That
my
was
favorite.
fucking stupid. Why did I do that? Alright, well, the Chicago Bears strike.
What's your YouTube channel, John?
Right
or have
now,
you
the
posted
name of it
anything
is
yet?
Red Hawk Plays. Like Red Hawk Space Plays, because I couldn't think of a better name.
Let me find
Shit,
my
it's straight, it's
cellular
straight to the point.
device. Yeah, remember Gustav? That one
Yeah.
wasn't fun either. We did the same. We didn't even leave. We just sat here. It didn't flood or anything, but the power was out. We just had to sit.
I went
only
to
left for that shit.
Meridian. I went to Meridian. There was a tornado like
I went to New Orleans for it.
3 miles away from where we were.
When was Gustav? I'm trying to think.
Oh,
of
wait.
2007?
Sixth
it
grade.
Yeah,
2007?
yeah,
It was
that's
eight.
the one we went
It
to
was
Florida
eight.
for.
2008.
I thought it was
I've
2000.
never lived for
Hurricane,
2008,
Hurricane
2017.
Ivan was like the first hurricane. That shit was bad. Like, that was the first
Yeah.
hurricane of like my life. After like I've been,
Yeah.
I know what a hurricane
Mhm.
was.
I remember.
But
Like,
after
we, like-
Katrina, though, we weren't fucking with them. If it was category 2 or above, we were out.
Oh yeah, that was how we were too.
It
Like we
didn't
stayed for
matter.
Isaac.
Where'd you live for?
Well, shit,
And that
Katrina?
was a
Katrina was a
mistake.
3.
You asked me
You
or
lived
John?
here? You.
Holy shit, dude! Chancellor's now in 99.
I was still living in Hahnville. I've been in
You've
Hahnville.
always lived in Hahnville?
Yeah, I lived in Destrehan for like the first 2 years of my life, and then so pretty much Hahnville my whole life.
I knew I didn't like you for some reason.
Dude, how
I have
is
literally no memory of
Chancellor?
Destrehan, so I couldn't have been.
Who's the better strong safety than Chancellor? Weddle? Harrison Smith?
I think both
Oh,
those are
It
pretty
might, I
Barry,
think it might
probably.
be Harrison Smith.
Barry.
Oh yeah, Eric Berry. Oh yeah, John
Because it
was
says,
right after
you know, how, like
safeties.
when it says number 2 safety and strong safety. I'm gonna go look this up.
I think it's Eric Berry though.
Anybody know where Barry went?
no clue.
College? Tennessee, right?
No, like in our league, dude. Eating food. He was not.
There goes Beau's foulness. Yeah, dude, and like I didn't realize like Houston didn't evacuate and stuff like that. Like, dude, it's crazy to think that there's people like on this campus that lost their homes and shit. Like I saw some girl crying today about it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that.
Could you imagine trying to evacuate a city like Houston though? I mean,
Uh,
New Orleans was
well,
one
I mean,
thing.
Especially when
It
they
was
didn't
going
give
to
them
Houston
an
for,
order to
like, a long
evacuate.
time.
Yeah, no, they
Could you
fucked that one
imagine
up, I think.
Could you imagine if what happened to New Orleans happened to a big city like Houston or
I
something
mean,
like
I would
that?
call New Orleans a
Shit,
big
it's
city, but it
pretty
sounds
much
like it's
happening
happening
in
to
Houston right
Houston.
No, I'm talking
Maybe
like
not on the same like loss
New
of
Orleans
life,
had
but definitely on.
85%. I think 85% of New Orleans flooded. Imagine if that happened to Houston or
I
like
mean,
New York.
Sandy
or something.
kinda
That'd
Houston
be
doesn't
that.
have the same.
crazy. That'd be like that'd probably shut the whole. God, I don't even know. New Orleans took probably like Thanksgiving he would go back to New Orleans, wasn't it? I remember that. You couldn't.
Yeah, it was months. I remember.
Like when we
like,
went
yeah.
back to
we couldn't
school,
go back
they
in the
still had
city
water.
until.
They still had water in New Orleans when we went back to school. I remember.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I guess it must have been like November or December because I remember vividly our first trip around New Orleans, like when we could do it for the first time. It was fucking haunting.
I remember when we came back, we had
Yeah.
a bunch of new kids that like slowly kept coming over.
Mhm.
Like I
I
remember.
remember that when they finally started letting people in the
Drake
city, we
came.
went. And I saw like the water lines, like
Yeah.
off some of them like 20 feet up on buildings. That's probably the actual creepiest thing I've ever seen. Just
The
standing
scariest
there.
thing to me
Now,
was
you ever
just the
seen the houses?
numbers. The numbers on the doors were like representing the amount of people that lived and died in that house. Like
the X
just
thing.
seeing human
I used
life
to know
like
how to
that.
read 'em. I
Yeah.
forgot.
They
Seeing
still
numbers
have
like that
that.
just
I
or
see how
Yeah,
Human
there's-
human
time
you
life
can
is.
still go see them today.
just being represented by numbers and letters is just like fucking. That was like kind of a wake up call when I was a kid. And
No,
That was the
crazy.
first like
Yup.
real major disaster that we were like not below 5 for.
Mhm.
So like we
You
could
remember,
we
DJ,
could grasp
what were you
it.
about
Like
to say?
9/11, I didn't grasp that shit.
Y'all probably don't remember
Uh-huh.
this, but they used to have. You know where the daiquiri shop is in Booty, like by Majer's
Yeah.
and by ABA?
yeah,
Well, right there, there used to be a motorcycle shop. Y'all remember
Yeah,
this?
my
Y'all probably don't.
uncle owns that. My uncle owned that.
Yeah, after Katrina,
By,
it
by, like,
got knocked
first uncle.
down, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when we came back that morning, right? During the hurricane, basically, like the entire building was like gone, right? It was just gone, and then all they had was like the motorcycles just sitting there. And like the next day, I think we went like to Rouse's and like Homer or something to get food because that was the only place they had food. And like everything was gone. Like there's no motorcycles at all. Every single thing was gone from it.
Yeah, my uncle had like just built that.
That's the only thing I remember about it.
He used to race like drag bikes professionally. 7-second drag bikes. Didn't do that. I'm gonna check my clothes.
That's how Six
John,
Flags
was your clothes
though,
in
right?
the dryer?
No.
I want to go explore Six Flags so bad.
Yeah. It wasn't around for that
I
long
feel like
before
you're gonna
Katrina
attack
hit,
like
did it?
crackheads if you walk in there.
I went to Six Flags for the first time that weekend. Like the weekend it closes before school. Like you know how they closed every year before
Oh,
like, during
yeah.
school. I went the last weekend it was open ever for the first time.
I went like a few weekends before.
I remember I wasn't
and
able
I
to
was
ride
so
the
scared to
Batman
go on
ride.
everything.
They told me I couldn't go on the
I don't
Batman
know,
ride.
I
I was
just remember-
pissed. I was never
I
scared.
remember I
of
had that
rides,
one
though.
picture from the log ride thing.
I don't remember anything about the one time I went to that Six Flags, other than the fact that I couldn't ride the Batman ride.
Remember how weird it was? It was like
I could ride it, but I was too pussy to ride it. Like I got in the line and I started crying.
I would've
They, like,
killed to
strapped me
be,
and everything,
dude.
I started crying. Well, I was a straight pussy back then, dude. Like I was
Back then?
fucking. I wouldn't go on kiddie rides. I wouldn't go on the fucking tilt-a-whirl and shit.
I still don't. Like,
Well, I love
I don't
roller
like
coasters
roller
now. Like
I like roller
but I
coasters. I,
used
don't
to-
like drops.
Oh, dude, I love
don't
if
know
I
drops.
watched a
that.
scary
Drops
movie,
are
I used to-
fucking phenomenal.
It
first time
reminds
I
me
went
when
on
we
a
went to
roller coaster,
Disney
I
World,
almost
dude.
died.
We went on the Tower of Terror, and Jonah just like lost
Bro, I
it. Like,
passed
he was
out.
just gone. And
Yeah, I
Jesus.
literally passed out on the ride. You can see in the picture I was slumped
Bro.
over, passed out.
Jonah
Fuck
was
that ride. I'll
fucking
never get back on
gone.
that bitch ever again.
Dude, the Tower of Terror, like, I didn't like it because I thought I was, like, underwhelmed the first time I rode. I was like, what the fuck? Everyone was always telling me about how scary the fucking Tower of Terror was and how you didn't want to ride it. And I'm like, I just came back from, like, the only ride at Disney World that ever thrilled me was Rock and Roller Coaster. Everything else was like, oh,
That's a
yes!
hell of a ride. I love that ride.
Oh!
I didn't even ride a roller
Dude,
coaster.
my
I never
stepbrother
even rode a
passed out
roller
on the
coaster.
rock.
Dumbass,
roller
stupid ass
coaster.
Chicago Bears! Get fucking wrecked,
That
Flacco, you
sounds dangerous,
stupid
like,
fuck!
Rock-
Oh my
like-
god, I'm out of energy. Jesus
It like
Christ.
yanks you a little bit. It's the funnest
Yeah.
ride, but still.
I like water
Hey,
parks.
I
don't
like the
do
Tower of
rides.
Terror. I just think it was too short. Like if it was longer. Like
I love the
ride itself
atmosphere
isn't
to
scary. I like the like beginning when you like get to watch the video, which I like. I
Yeah.
used to watch the Twilight Zone all the time. But that was like the,
The
first
first time I
scary
rode a
thing I
roller
used to watch.
coaster was at the Alligator Festival, and it was like the little kitty. You know what I'm talking about? The small kitty
Yeah.
roller coaster.
A little caterpillar.
Well, the first time I rode it, I was too small for it, and when they strapped me in, they didn't strap me in right, and I almost fell out of it, and the guy wouldn't stop the ride. Like I kept, every turn and every like bump or hill thing, I was like almost falling out of it, and the guy was laughing.
Oh my god,
I
you've
don't like
gotta be
rides
kidding
like
me.
that.
I hate myself.
The first like
The Carney with
adult
the alligator
roller coaster
festival. I
went
don't
on.
trust them at all.
They
I
probably
haven't
be
been
trying to
back
kill
since
you.
then. Wow, since like middle school, probably.
They're waiting for somebody to fall out. That would be the highlight of their lives. That's probably why they go around.
Oh yeah,
circuses.
like
what's
whoever
the,
was
what's
working
the
the
boat
Raging
thing?
Cajun at Dixie Landon, I bet you that's the most memorable thing of their entire career was that woman falling off.
Okay,
I
well
don't
honestly,
even
I
do that
remember
either.
that no matter what. I gotta remember whether I liked it.
No,
or
no, no.
not.
I mean like a positive memory though. Like their day was not boring because of it.
If well, no shit, it wasn't boring, dude. They got to see someone die. Like
I know, but
I
like
wouldn't
that's
say
what I'm
that's
saying.
not
It's a
boring.
positive thing for them. I mean, it probably
I wouldn't,
isn't. They were
like-
probably
I
extra
wouldn't-
traumatized. But I'm going with the fucking joke here, Josh. Jesus Christ.
I'd be fucking traumatized, dude, if I saw someone die.
Y'all ever go into the
I'd be
Strawberry
traumatized if I
Festival?
died.
Been to the what?
Strawberry Festival in Hammond. I used to go to that a lot
Yeah,
when I was a kid.
I've been like
Oh, yeah,
twice.
I've been-
My
I went like once.
my
as a kid.
I went a bunch.
stepmom's from Ponchatoula, and that's where the Strawberry Festival's at. So like,
We used to go like probably for like the first 10, 12 years of my
Alright.
life.
I'm losing despite the fact that the Bears have been absolutely terrible. I'm losing because of my
I just
own
remember
stupidity.
the last time I went, my cousin was with me. He was like, he's younger than me. And we were doing a little basketball game where you shoot and like you make it, you get a teddy bear type thing. And we kept losing, right? And we were getting mad and we walked,
'cause it's
we were
rigged.
walking down the yeah,
It's
yeah.
all
So we were walking down the
rigged.
sidewalk behind it, and we looked behind it, and the rim is like an oval where you can't make it. And my cousin started flipping out. He's like, "Oh my God, I'm going to tell him something right now. No, right now I'm going to tell him something. Like he probably made $1 million today. I am going to tell him something." And I had to stop him. Shut that place down. He said, "I'm about to go stand in front and tell people not to play it." He was mad.
Dude, the Catfish Festival is so shitty that there's like one
I've never even been
you
to
get
a
bored in
Catfish
like
Festival.
20 minutes, and you just go to the thing where you have to like throw a nickel into a glass. I used to come home with like 20 fucking glasses.
That's the most Louisiana thing ever, the Catfish Festival.
Where is
Dude,
the
the Zalman's the Catfish.
Festival?
The Zalman's,
Like, where
bro,
do
the
they hold
Catfish
it?
capital
I
of the
know
world.
where though.
It's at St. Gertrude, I think the church's name is. It's on this side, like
I
on
just
St. Charles
know-
side, the Bayou de
I just
Zalman.
know that they hold it, and there's a cemetery by it, and it's supposed my name's in the cemetery. It's like the Schmill something cemetery. So
Oh.
that's all I know about it.
I think that's the cemetery we used to like form up for the Zalman's parade.
See, I've
With
been
band.
there. I rode in the Zalman's parade, but I don't remember anything about it.
Yeah, like
No, I
the
lied.
Catfish Festival is fun. I haven't been to it in like
Used
a
to-
while because about shit. But they used to have
when
they
is the
used to have
Zalman
good music
parade
though.
even good?
Oh, you've got to be kidding me!
Did the
That wasn't even a
parade
bad
pass by that
throw!
church, Josh?
Oh yeah, it passes.
These fucking
The
safeties,
church is
man.
like when you're on Highway 90 and the parade goes like up. I think it's Wenger, and then it goes
While
like
you're out.
on the highway.
I'm talking
It goes
about
on
the
the Highway
church.
90,
The church.
and then it keeps coming.
Yeah,
and then when
did
it
the
takes
parade
like
pass
back
by the
in,
church?
yeah, because there's a church. There's a crab factory next to it.
I'm talking about the one where the Catfish Festival is.
Yeah, it passes by that church, and it passes behind it too. When you get back
I'm
on Old
looking.
Spanish Trail at the end, pass behind it.
St. Gertrude, you said?
Yeah, I used to. That's where like my Cub Scout meetings used to be.
You
I
were a
was
Cub
a lot
Scout?
younger. For like 3 years.
I
You were in a
did not
gang?
know that. That's interesting, I guess.
I don't think I've ever been to the Zalman site besides passing through it or that festival. Like, I don't. Like, I'm looking at, like, on the map right now.
So you're telling me you've never
Like,
been through
what
the
are the
Zalman's
streets?
Tunnel?
I don't know what that is. I don't
It's
know
legendary.
what that
People
is.
all around the world speak of it.
What is
Yeah,
the
man, that's
Zalman's
Zalman's Tunnel. It's like you go under the train tracks, and it's called the Zalman's Tunnel.
Where outside the bayou?
People talk about the Mobile
it's the
Tunnel.
St.
No, it's all
St.
about the
Charles Parish
Zalman's
side.
Tunnel.
It's right on the bayou, but like it's only wide enough for one car to fit. So you have to like go through like bumping your horn, or else so someone doesn't come in and like take you out.
I think I see it. Is it by the last bridge thing? Is that the railroad track, I'm assuming?
Yeah, it's the railroad tracks. There's a train, like a World War II train under those tracks.
What's the bridge they jump off of? Where's that one at? That kid died.
It's next to the railroad track. Had a kid die there? You sure
Yeah,
you didn't
what's
jump off
his
the
name?
Highway 90 bridge?
Have you guys ever heard of the Scottish bridge where like a bunch of dogs just commit suicide off of?
Yeah.
That shit's
Ooh, you're a
weird.
freshman. It's like Trevor Diggs' brother or something.
Oh god,
You don't remember this?
I don't.
No, I
I
don't.
was in Miss Walker's class, I remember, because we were sitting there and they're like, can we get a moment of silence? And then,
Wait, Miss Walker was not the Girls Gone Wild one. That was Miss Waters, right? I always forget.
No.
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 Okay. I never
Bro,
saw
put a picture
either
in
of
my-
them. So like,
Just put a picture in my head that I did not want to see. Oh
Wasn't
my
she skinny?
god.
I never saw either of them, so I wouldn't know. I just remember both of them started with a wah.
Miss Waters the one that was like allergic to perfume or cologne or something.
You know Miss Waters is skinny now? She's like really, really, really skinny. She's like 140
She probably had like a
pounds
fucking
now.
Oh man.
gastric bypass.
Somebody told me they seen her. Miss Waters.
This
Yeah,
game
you
has
might
gone
have Miss
exactly
Waters.
how I expected it to go.
I don't think I had a class with y'all. I mean, I had
I
Miss
didn't.
Waters, but yeah, she was crazy. I just remember somebody sprayed perfume in her class, and she started puffing up. and
Okay.
she was turning
That person's
red.
just scum, I guess.
It
Unless they
wasn't on
didn't know.
purpose.
Oh,
No,
okay.
it's not even perfume. It's like you can't wear like anything. Like Axe, she would die. Like anything she smelled. Like if
Honestly,
you wear
people
like
that wear
deodorant,
Axe should die.
she'd probably
Yeah.
die.
Well, people who are not like 13, because that's different.
Yeah.
No, I mean
We're talking about high
any
school,
like
dude.
any like
Yeah, if you're wearing Axe in high
perfume. If you
school,
wore deodorant,
don't. It
and
doesn't
if,
impress
like she
anyone.
smelled deodorant, she'd like croak. But anyway, so they sprayed it, or I think they might have just been wearing it, not even spraying it. And she started like puffing up and turning red, and she wouldn't leave. She's like, "No, I'm fine, guys. Just open the windows." And like she was fixing to die. Like she would not leave. Watch
Shoot.
Tropical Storm Harvey flooding in St. Charles Parish. Let's do that. Let's do this.
Let's not.
Where's the video?
Is it really? I know. What didn't it like already flood Lake Charles like yesterday?
Well, it's also been over Lake Charles for a lot longer than it's been over St. Charles. So
Well, I didn't say anything about that.
I know,
I'm
I
just saying,
know, I
did it
know.
flood Lake Charles yesterday?
it probably did, at least somewhere.
I know there's 100% chance. There was 100% chance of rain tomorrow here.
Yeah,
I'm not ready for that.
me not either.
Me, John, you, Jane.
Yeah. Me
Me,
fuck
not
your
virgin,
brains
because
out.
I've got 8 pass. Fucking Beau.
He was doing it like they do on the Discovery Channel.
He ain't nothing
And that's
but
BJ's
mammals.
cue.
We ran BJ off.
Yeah.
Oh, we might have ran. I wonder if the party split. Oh, no.
Hello.
Hello?
We hear you.
Dicky Dick?
Where you're talking about Tarzan getting Jane's ass.
Yeah.
Never seen it, so
Getting that sweet, sweet
try
tang.
this one.
You never seen it? What?
It's never seen Tarzan.
Fair enough. I've never seen it either.
Let's go Baby Cakes. Anybody went to a Baby Cakes game
Nope.
this year?
No, but I know I get an email when they win, or like 50% off at Papa John's.
So you never
and
get it.
I haven't got an email in like a month. I actually haven't got an email in like a month. Like there was like 3 days in a row they got the email, and I was like, damn, the baby cakes are on a roll, and I don't think I've gotten it since then. And that was like a month ago.
I went to like 4 or 5 games. I got free tickets. It's like if you go get oil change, they give you 2 free tickets. So like I had a bunch.
They
of
give
them.
you free when you go to the game. They give you a free ticket. They're like, oh, thanks for coming to the game. Here's a free ticket for the next game. We need people.
Yeah.
One time, my mom used to just get emails like, "Here's free tickets." That was like
They
back
start
in
threatening like the
years
Jaguars
ago.
do. Like if I don't sell out, we're gonna black out on TV. Everyone's like, oh no, fuck, we can't watch them. Have our money, give us
I
tickets.
actually watched them on TV.
Have you really?
And
Hey, did everyone
there
finish
was
our
no
game?
commentary or
I'm
sound. It was just
finishing mine right
silent.
now.
It was completely silent. There was no sound or anything.
Dude, I went to it was a Zephyrs game. This is a while ago, and I like invited Parker to come with me. And they hit a foul ball, and I caught it, and I let him look at it. He stole that bitch. I'm like, give it back.
I got
He's
hit
like,
with a ball
no,
one time.
it's mine. You
They
gave
used
it
to
to
do
me.
a lot.
Fuck you.
I got a
Parker
bunch
was
of base
Parker was a
stars.
dick back then.
Like whenever they throw the ball in the stands. Like,
Hey,
yeah.
text me when y'all
What
get back.
else?
I mean, when y'all were
Dude,
done.
they were probably like, look at this kid with Down syndrome. Let me give
Who
him
the
a
fuck is this?
baseball.
That's our mom, remember?
Our mom?
No,
Are
no,
you
no,
and
no,
John
no.
related?
That's not your. That was somebody different. This is Greg.
Oh. Wait, who
That
is it?
was
Greg
Gavin.
Schiano?
This is Greg.
Wow.
Oh.
Hi guys. That's what you sound like. The fun guy?
He is indeed half mushroom.
Deer Park only?
I hate that kid. Don't say that. Oh, not like that kid's voice. He did not sound like him. So, Greg, how was your day?
Are you saying we have Alabama accents? Oh.
Hold
I would
on.
never talk again if I had an Alabama accent.
You would not?
No,
Jonah just
Greg.
walks in. Hey guys, I fucked my cousin last week.
Greg, you just gonna take that?
You have hot cousins, Jonah?
No,
That's something I want to know.
I don't. I have like 2 cousins. And they're both
Are they
guys.
How do you have
hot,
2
though?
I thought your mom was Honduran. How do you have 2 cousins? Oh, I'm sorry, Jonah.
How would you know? You said you were talking about a dude speaking Spanish and said he speaks Mexican.
Yeah, that's
true.
true.
So how would you know?
And I ain't gonna lie, there's no fucking way any of y'all have more cousins than I do.
No, there's no. I have like no cousin anyway, but like.
You're like
Oh,
related
Dude.
to every person in Bayou Gauche, dude.
I'm related to every person
say
in Bayou
anything.
and to Salmons.
no. Yeah.
So, Greg,
Not me.
Me.
Beau, you step up.
Is Beau still here? I beat BJ like once or twice. And then he beat me probably 2 or 3 times. Damn, BJ.
Damn.
Greg
Sound
never
like you need to play
played Madden in
BJ.
his life. You went to the rec today, Greg?
Oh shit.
You went to the rec today? They didn't close it? Who was there?
Did you go play 4 hours of basketball? Because
Yeah,
not,
do it.
step
Go
up
ahead
the
and do
party.
that. All right.
Who was there, Greg? Mate, what the hell? Okay.
Jesus Christ.
What, nobody else was there? It was just y'all?
Yes.
Where was
Fuck
everybody
you,
at?
Chicago.
What you call it? Luling. Yes. Okay, I never even... Okay. What about Lamar and everybody else? Lynn? Nah, I don't know. I ain't never seen him.
All right. I'm gonna beat Chicago. Fuck you, Chicago.
You
No,
gonna go to
seriously.
Rutherford tomorrow
Fuck you,
if it's not raining
Chicago.
tomorrow
What the
evening?
fuck?
It's not flooded.
Thanks,
it flood
Madden. I
by
don't know
y'all?
what I'd do if you ever
Around?
fucking made a game with real AI. You didn't call timeouts in useless situations. Jesus Christ.
I heard you told me this last night.
God damn, what a shit game.
How'd y'all lose?
What a shit fucking game. Whatever, my shit's done. Alright. That was the most underwhelming win I think I've ever had
Now
in
he
Madden.
seems like the guy to try to take the
That's
ball up the
good.
court.
Damn, I'm down to number 7 in the world on Russia, John.
Oh no! Wait, when were you above that?
I was 3rd
Oh shit.
for the first weekend it was out.
That's decent.
Now I'm 7th because I suck.
Yeah, you do. Alright.